Thank you for joining in, and for today's video I have a bunch of various art supplies. So a little bit of something for everybody here, all for the Amazon Prime deals. So I'm going to start off with some watercolor paints here first. This is the newest set from Grabie. So it has that bright yellowish green tin, and there are many different colors in here to choose from. Up top they have all the metallics, and then down bottom there you have your regular colors with some of the fluorescent and the pastel ones mixed in there too. And then up top in this little container here we have some watercolor brushes and a fine liner. So you have 3 different sizes here with the water brush pens. If you're new to these, you just twist off that center piece there, and then you put a little bit of water in them. So they're very easy to use. So you have 2 round brushes there, and then one that is flat at the top. I do recommend keeping the little cardboard container there that they come in, just because when you close the case, then nothing will move around. I did realize that. So it just keeps them all together. And then you have your swatches and colors off on the side, and it does come with a little paper pad as well. And for anybody who's curious, the fine liner is super tiny. It's a size 3. I think I mostly use an 8. So this one is great for those little teeny tiny details. And that little pull tab is just easy to, it just comes right out so it doesn't get stuck. Let's have the watercolor paper here. It comes with 10 sheets, and it is cold pressed paper. So in this particular set you get the paints, a couple brushes, the fine liner, and the paper. And then next up we have some watercolor crayons. These are a really great dupe for those Caran d'Ache ones. A lot of people already know what they are, and these are about half the price. So if you're somebody who's on a budget, yeah, these are really nice. I was surprised, because sometimes you never really know, but yes, they are. They're good quality, they dissolve, and they also come with a little sharpener there and your water brush pen. These are great too if you're somebody who's really into sketchbook art, or you just like to draw and paint, do your doodles, and details, of course, too, with your regular watercolor painting. I recommend these for smaller pieces of artwork. And those are the my Caran d'Ache ones, just so you can see how similar they are, even with the packaging and everything. But these are from iCrayon, is the brand on there. All of the art supplies that I'm going to talk about today are under $40 too. So all of these are very affordable. And let's see, up next here, this is the newest watercolor set from the Mei Ling. They have quite a few. It's also Paul Rubens, if anybody else didn't know that. These are the student grade, I guess you would say. And it does come with a little brush and a sponge and all that, but I took that area out so I had a place to mix the colors there. And yeah, this is a really nice set. I do have the OG, the original one, that I will show in just a second here. There's a gold and a silver down in the corner, lots of blue, green, and some fun bright colors there. Great for florals or landscapes. And then the OG is in the minty color. So we have the Pretty Excellent. That's just a size comparison there, because that case is a little bit bulky, depending on if you're somebody who's looking for just different sets. Some are bigger than others. So there's 36 colors here. You can see there's lots of the same. There's blues, greens. There's a few more purples in the larger set and blues. Some greens down in the corner. Also the silver and the gold. But again, it depends on how many colors you're looking for. Both sets are good. The older set with less colors is roughly around $20. Again, depending with the sales, it could go up or down, but usually it's 20 or less. And the newer set with more colors, I think currently it was $35.99. Next up, we have some paint markers. These are from Grabie. These are their dual tip. So you have two different colors on one marker with that nice fine brush tip. I've tried various paint markers with the different tips, and I like the brush tip the best. I have different ones that are like skinny, or they have a little dot. I think you can do a lot more with the brush tips. They move. Just easier to get your colors on there. But yep, we have lots of colors here, and then two metallics down below. You have your black, white, gray. Grabie also has a lot more to choose from if you're somebody who's looking for the glitter pens or maybe more of a fine point. They do have those available as well. This set just happens to be my favorite, with the really nice tips there. Next up, we have some oil pastels from Meeden. This is one of their larger sets. They do have smaller ones if you're not looking for this many colors. These are definitely comparable to the Paul Rubens, a lot more affordable. So if you're somebody who really likes the like that thick creamy consistency, these are very soft. I like these a lot. They're almost the same size too. Some oil pastels are like really skinny like a pencil. These are the thicker ones. Lots of colors to choose from there. There's a little information there, your colors, and yeah, on the packaging there. Pretty standard. Yeah, overall they're really great quality. So if you're somebody who likes the Paul Rubens, you'd really like these. And something a little bit different here, we have a clay set from Artify. This I had a lot of fun with. It does come with a mat, so you don't get your table dirty there. And those are just some gloves because it does get a bit messy. This is, I actually found that at the dollar store. That's just to help cut the clay. So we have a little bowl here. You could put your water and a little sponge. Just some of the paint and varnish that comes here. There's lots of tools here too. And it has its own little bag. That's all I have left of the clay. It does come with 2 large bags. And then 2 sanders there, little sanding blocks. There's a nice good tooth on that too. And those are just little like stencils. Some more varnish. And here it does come with instructions or some little guides. Those you can pick up at the dollar store too, the little pink tool in my hand. It's nice to have that fine point if you're somebody who likes to do the that cross hatching to get your pieces stick together, or just draw with details there. But yeah, there's some ideas here, different fun projects, and some regular instructions too. It does come with your standard tools. So you have a little rolling pin here, some of your little scraper tools, as well as the wire to cut the clay. A few different little wooden pieces in there. The canvas bag that they come in is nice and sturdy. And then I kept the box to just put everything all back in there. And I'm going to show real quick here a few things that I actually made so you can get a little bit better idea. But yeah, this is a really nice set for under $40. It's your home pottery kit. I have, this is probably my favorite thing. So it's just a square and then a little box. I wanted it to look like strawberry shortcake, and then that gloss little varnish there came out nice. It's nice and shiny. I have just a brush holder there, and I did the same thing with that acorn box. These little dessert pieces came out cute. It's a little cinnamon bun, a little cherry on top. And then you can use your paint markers on top of these too. It came out really nice. Not perfect by any means, but it's definitely fun to play with. And then you can see how I only used the one bag and how many things I made. So those boxes are pretty big in size. You can fit your washi tape in there, any of your little tiny trinkets. But yeah, overall it was really fun to use, especially if you had children too. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this helped you with some recommendations, and you can check out and see what's on sale on Amazon. And you could also keep this in mind for Christmas presents for artists too. But I'll see you next time.